I think the bigger a company is when it comes to deploying their marketing, the more likely that they have fake reports. And so the industry of Fortune 500 land has a really tough challenge, and I'm empathetic. How do you actually capture or measure if people paid attention?
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of proxies, but it's very hard to actually measure it. I think to answer you directly, I think what companies continue to get wrong is I think it's about time that we bring common sense into the boardroom. And thank you. And that's what I spend most of my time thinking about. What is a potential reach moment versus an actualized reach moment? When big companies talk about television ads, they'll say, yeah, but it still works on sports. Yeah, it works on sports when it's Super Bowl, because common sense for everyone here, we know that people want to watch the Super Bowl ad. But last night's remarkable Knicks game, thank you, when that game was going into timeouts, nobody was like, ooh, I can't wait to see the commercials that are about to play. And that happens with social media, that happens digital, that happens with print. So I would say the biggest issue is that we've become completely reliant on reports that most people in this audience know are not actually exactly right, but the company measures that way. And I think we have to have more courage to have real conversations in the boardroom, and that's the real answer.
I love that. It really is about the evolution of measurement and being honest about it, right? Not putting things in front of you that tell you a story that may not be exactly true.
Yeah, we need to be honest in here. Like, there's an entire advertising ecosystem that have created these reports, and they're making money, but I think it's hurting brands and businesses. And I think people know better, and I think we need a little more courage, a little more common sense, a little more truth, and a little less corporate checking the boxes and inertia.